Thank you very much indeed for joining us today. Paul Carson's come back now and we're going to be having just a tiny little bit of a chat with him. What we want to do is get some tips from our authors. We hope that you've enjoyed the day and that you've found there's plenty for you to build on and to help with your writing. I think our studio audience are exhausted now, having been through their paces. But really we just want to find out from our authors what the last tips are that we'd like them, you to be thinking about at home and for our audience to take away with them. So we kick off with Monica because you're on the end.
Mine's a simple tip, a three-part tip. Read, 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 write, 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 and then edit, edit, edit. Okay. And it's that simple, it's self-explanatory. Those three are the big tools of being a writer, I think.
Absolutely, so pin those up over your desk, people. Now, read, 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 write, edit, edit, edit. Yeah. Absolutely, that's fantastic. And Paul, from you, what do you think?
Yeah, kind of think that when you think of your reader who's going into a bookshop and is going through different books, and then the obvious thing people do is flick to the back cover, and then they maybe read the first 3 sentences. If you can get your first sentence to grab them by the throat, particularly in the type of genre that I would write in, but I still believe that true of any book, because in women's fiction, crime fiction, historical fiction, whatever, people will read that first sentence, and if they like it, they'll maybe read the second, third, and then they go up and buy the book. Grab your reader by the throat.
Okay, that's a very, very good tip, I think. Very important, and that does absolutely apply to all genres. Yeah. Sinead, how about you?
I think it's very important that your characters are likeable and that they ring true. So they need to have a history. You need to work out their history. You need to work out why they are the way they are. Yes, everybody has flaws. They need to have flaws. But your reader needs to root for your main character, so they have to be likeable in some way. And my very, very final tip is don't let the knockback stop you. Keep going. Pick yourself up, dust yourself down and keep going, because it can happen. Yeah,
that's great advice, I think. Yeah, so definitely. So we're read, 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 write, write, write. Think about the hook at the start of the chapter and make sure your characters are empathetic and don't get knocked back by the rejections. One of the things I'd say, we've been saying it all day, is writing is rewriting. Keep at it, keep going and keep revising and redrafting. And something somebody said to me a long time ago, which I thought was great, was don't let the words get in the way of the story. Try and keep it as simple as possible. Try and write just for you. Don't try and make it flowery. Don't try and impress your audience. Just write your story, and it'll hold you in good stead. So I do hope you've enjoyed our day. I hope you will help us with our survey later to tell us what you liked and what you didn't like. I'm hoping that we'll be able to come back and we'll be able to see you again perhaps in September time. So thank you very much, Steve, and thank you to our studio audience.